And AP BREN will just go, well, yeah, CC Badang, either of those two.
CC Badang. Oh yeah, right. The Badang's still open.
Uh,
Oh, they go Lucas instead. All right.
there's the Lucas and the EXP, I'd reckon, and of course the Hylos in Rome. Very big, explosive team fighting from AP BREN. What does Twisted Minds close the draft up with? This should spell out what their lineup looks
Yeah.
like. No jungler.
Yeah, if this goes Hayabusa, very sad. If this goes Hanzo, still susceptible to getting invaded.
Still very sad.
Still very sad. They can't go fighter here. It's going to be so slow, and they're just going to be playing for comeback.
But there's a Nolan. But then,
Yeah, I guess that might be their next best bet if they want to go assassin, because at least the damage will be there.
Still doesn't feel good though.
yeah.
Aldous. Just bring it back.
Just in the deepest depths of the DNA of Twisted Minds.
Oh, it's
What? Really? They're going to go Florin Alice? All right.
They're gonna make Brigada sing.
I hope I'm able to sing with an equally majestic voice.
As Big J.
Was that Big J yesterday?
Yeah,
Oh,
Joe.
The
Joe
big-
sang
the big
right.
But he wasn't at the casting desk yesterday. There was someone else who sang in the casting.
That was Renmar.
No, I don't sing.
You don't?
I twerk. I dance, not twerk, dance.
Now people are gonna look at your
That was
social
too
media to find that.
specific.
Ladies and gentlemen, the draft has been concluded. Alice has been locked in for Twisted Minds, and looking at it again, AP BREN cookie cutter, but it works. It's efficient, it's clean, great team fighting, great coverage. Twisted Minds, though, they seem to have overthought it and halfway through repaired it with an Alice.
It's also somewhat team fighting though thereafter.
Yeah. Funnily enough, the stats are leaning towards Twisted Minds in terms of lineup rating.
It's the Harith, remember?
Yeah.
yeah.
Harris does skew a lot of the stats with how powerful he is. But let's see again if this is going to work. This is what Twisted Minds have doubled down onto since yesterday. Fighter mid for Haji, put Escalera
Confirmed!
into healing. My goodness.
Just freaking build a magic defense.
yeah.
That's why this lineup is so dangerous. That's why we're laughing about it, Legends, because very rarely do pro teams make this kind of a gambit work.
Yeah, there are two things that counter Twisted Minds. Athena's shield, Radiant armor. Once those are on the board, that's almost GG. The lack of crazy physical damage might come back to hurt them. Unless James pops up with, what, a unique Phobius build that's more damage dependent, I'm sure he's going to end up becoming the tank. So does that mean Hajizi will be building a bit more damage? He's also going to be frontlining, so what's going to happen?
Casual Fury Hammer.
Casual Fury Hammer? Oh, Twisted Minds. I mean, this is what I asked for Twisted. Double down on your identity.
Yeah.
But until it works, I will be skeptical. I'm not a hater, just a skeptic.
So when the monkey paw curls, you're
Yeah.
like, uh-oh,
Uh-oh.
what is this? I got what I asked for. Am I ready for it? Folks, are you ready for it? Because the game's about to begin. All right, into the land of Dawn we go in just a few moments. We're just getting things ironed out for both of our teams. Again, athletes of a world standard. Literally, there are world champions playing amongst the ranks of AP BREN and Twisted Minds. And I'm just wondering what's going on in Coach Bonchan and Coach Essen's mind as they greenlit this draft. Here we go, game one. First victory, series victory that is, in Season 15 for one of these teams.
Yep. It does feel like Twisted Minds really wants to make this work, though. We've seen it almost working in their favor yesterday, but it seems like AP BREN were able to really draft in a way that can answer back against this lineup of Twisted Minds.
Let's see how aggressive Haji can be. So far, the answer is yes. Well, yeah, I guess. Because he's getting the information. In terms of the rotational speed, of course, expect an Alice to be slower. But at some point, it's going to come to a bursting point for Twisted Minds, wherein once that Clock of Destiny gets locked in for MP the King, as long as it's like not at a very late timer, then that's when Twisted Minds are going to go, similar to what they did yesterday. In terms of the emblems, nothing too crazy.
Yeah. Both Haji and James seem like they will be a little tanky, so the question of where will the physical damage come from still remains from Twisted Minds.
It seems like nowhere. Choveskirt here in trouble.
Oh.
Gets caught onto down bottom. They're here to the rescue.
Oh, are they planning to dive early? or less than 2 minutes in, they won't. They'll be a little bit safer, and MP the King still will be resuming his farm. And again, the question remains, there seems to be very little physical damage for Twisted Minds as of this moment, whereas AP BREN, it seems like they have a lot of physical damage coming in from their side. Evil Queller will not be enough to take down Hajizi.
I think Hajizi had the shield there, and of course with the help from Escalera to be able to stop with the Sprout. So that's one thing that Escalera and Hajizi just needs to rinse and repeat all throughout here. Hajizi gets info. If he gets caught, just provide a stun. MP the King not going to be going to this turtle. He'll be invading the purple buff, actually, of James Banks.
He's going to be able to do it quickly enough. And James Banks, I think, is aware of the theft at hand. MP the King gets away with it.
Yeah, he secures it either way, and AP BREN just felt so confident in securing or positioning themselves first in that objective. Not even James is able to get the best possible scenario for his early laning phase as the Phoveus up against the Lucas.
Oh, now it looks like AP BREN about to go vertical. James Banks spots the purple. MP the King and Escalera here to try to contest.
4 members of AP BREN here in the purple buff, but James will make it too, so that's 4 members from Twisted Minds, but that's a better airstrike. Oh, James barely making it out alive, and there's a flicker coming in from there, but he will still be able to sustain it and take down Chopsker too. MP the King onto the back lines. Will he be able to escape though? He will be blocked and be taken down by Dare, and that's the Unleash the Beast for you. He's still going at it.
They had no choice but to fight there. Outplayed Ghost in the mid, but he'll only be going there for double laning farm. Twisted Minds are going to get caught out, and that's what they have to watch out for. When AP BREN are going for an invade close to where Dare is, they will win fights up until MP the King has items.
I assume MP the King threw out the blood flow, got mini stunned, and then could not press the teleport right before the flow expired. So perfect timing here for AP BREN.
Yeah, I mean, the Lucas is just really able to displace you every now and then, right? And his skills are just really so spammable, so it serves as probably one of the best possible interruptions that Twisted Minds could do, and or AP BREN could do and offer up against MP the King, but outplayed. Oh, that was close.
Huge, huge movements by AP BREN, standing their ground, pushing away Twisted Minds from underneath their tier 1, turtle up in 10.
All right, Twisted Minds have good position up top to just supplement outplayed. More of a heavy mid rotation for...
Again, I think they can just focus everything into a single target, but I don't know how long that'll allow them to survive.
Sant says it's go time, and indeed it is. AP BREN first to the turtle, down to a fourth, a fifth of its health.
Whoa, Kekedot, he just zoned out 3 members all by himself. No one was able to go near that turtle, not even Hajizi.
Yeah, I like how AP BREN rotated a 5-man up top, and they're going to continue with this into the gold. That means they've activated the mid-game power spike conditions of the Granger and the Lucas. They've won the first 2 turtles. The Granger will be able to maximize the shield, get out of lane first, get his tower broken first. Everything's going well right now for AP BREN.
Yeah, and you get to deny Outplayed from getting his early farm too. Even when we were just talking about this, MP the King did get his Clock of Destiny already. I don't think this is any go signal for Twisted Minds to fight against AP BREN just yet.
AP BREN holding on to that XP lane in mid though, Choveskirt.
Whoa, are they just really set on taking down this tier 1 turret? They won't even mind Hajizi, not unless they get that turret down, and they do.
Twisted Minds are just trying to put out fires, so they really shouldn't have committed a dive onto there. Don't know what Hajizi was thinking. Not worth it to defend it at that point and give your life. At that point, you give up the turret.
It was so much easier to make, but in the moment, Hajizi thought and he believed they could have kept that mid lane tier 1, which is again a main artery. They need that to be able to allow their cores in Outplayed and MP to get farm, but now down bottom!
Are these 3 consecutive tier 1 turns that they're planning to take? Oh, there's the glorious pathway and the counter from Twisted Minds, but they're from behind! Still takes out James! Kekedot will be the trade, but it seems like he's trapping MP the King and Hajizi. Oh, that's not from the Blade Surge, but he will not be able to take down Hajizi and MP.
Who's the confused Chihuahua now? Dare gets a kill all the way in the back and gets out of there.
Shockwave blast right on point. AP BREN on point. They go for the 4-man dive under the turret and made sure that they had an EXP laner blocking off the exit path for Twisted Minds. That is just fundamentals shown by AP BREN. I think I saw a little bit of hope, though, for Twisted Minds. If they can keep this a little bit closer for the next 3 to 4 minutes, they should be okay.
Another turtle, final one of the game. About half health, got reset.
Oh, Kekadot, he's down really low and will be the first to fall in this fight there, already using the Unleash.
Unplayed?
Oh, not just yet, and he will be taken down before he's able to do so. James Bounce seems like the next target for Twisted Minds, but will we be able to survive this? There's the dash coming in from him, but a flicker from Outplay to make sure he goes down, together with Hot GZ, and 2 members from AP BREN forced to retreat under the turret.
Twisted Minds throwing bodies at AP BREN, smothering the MDL champions. They were backing off before they knew they were losing.
I was being nice about it, 3 to 4 minutes, and it happened just when I said it. The glimmer of hope. Twisted Minds saw more. They saw an opening. They saw their time, and we are definitely in this now.
I mean, the constant 5-man rotations for AP BREN, they were working so well earlier, and Twisted Minds, it felt like they just decided to respond with, yeah, we can. We will also go for that 5-man engage, which it was a little bit overwhelming for AP BREN. They just kept going straight towards the members that they were finding.
All right, a little bit of a redemption from AP BREN's fumble. They do get a push down bottom, trading it out for that tier 1 up top. Outplay doing some work. Now the purple in jeopardy.
They're here again. Oh, but MP the King still secures the purple buff either way. So Twisted Minds might be okay with this, but multiple members were stunned. Gekadon, he will be left alone. Not even the glorious pathway will allow him to escape, and Chop Skirt from the backlines too will fall. 2 members immediately deleted by Twisted Minds.
Gotta love a good ube when I see it.
Oh, Florin with the set. I can't believe I'm gonna say that, but that was the sprout of Escalera coming in just in time, setting it up for MP the King. And yeah, this is what we were talking about yesterday. Coach Boncha and Coach Eshan digging back to the history and DNA of Twisted Minds, as old school ube.
Yeah, even if they weren't able to get the conversions, the turrets early on, now that they are slightly able to regain control of the map, they can just take it back immediately away from AP BREN.
And suddenly,
Hope has not left the Alice.
so nice, we did it twice. Sent says it's go time once more. Lord in about 5 seconds.
Oh, that actually made me wonder, Renmar. Like, the Oracle, what if it's not just like MP the King who decides to pick it up too later on? Like, it's a Harith we're talking about, it's a Florine in their lineup.
Phobius.
Phobius, that's multiple ways to just keep yourself alive in a fight.
Oracleception.
I'm cool with that if there's just a bunch of oracles on the side of Twisted Minds. And then now, AP BREN later on will be thinking, okay, we have 1 magic defense item. We're on the road to having another for our roamer as well. Radiant armor already built up by there. Then they're going to be thinking about building anti-heal.
Oh, there's the Oracle.
That unloads a lot of the priorities at AP BREN. Now MP starts a fight.
Oh, are they deciding to fight now? Outplayed already using the Zaman Force. Takes down Gekadot. And from the backlines, MP the King. It seems like he's owning out too many members from AP BREN. Now they have all the control. The turtle, the Lord Pit is all to themselves.
And they're a man down. Kekadot not here for about 10 more seconds. James.
Oh my goodness, MP the King letting go of the objective once more. He's joining the fights, and they will successfully take out their own surprises. James Pax too. They're not letting go of the control in this Lord Pit.
And it looks like Twisted Minds, despite the rough 6 minutes that they had, will be able to get the first Lord of the game after pushing back AP BREN.
They're the juggernauts, switching it up. And suddenly they're on the offense. AP BREN can't stop them. Hell, even this purple buff. Oh, did MP get it?
No, wait.
No, James Pax did.
Yeah, I think there's a purple swirly underneath his feet.
That would have been salt on the wound.
Yeah, because he got there last second.
Yeah, and MP still has his retribution. He didn't have to think of anyone contesting the objective.
He did think about going twice though. He did think about getting both.
Okay, looking at the items now. Yeah, I think we might be seeing more oracles across the board, although it's actually Athena's shields getting brought up as a response to the Farsa. So Twisted Minds acknowledge that the Farsa is one of the biggest problems right now in terms of the damage at this point of the game. Later on, you're going to see them build more items to counter the Granger.
Dear God, Outplayed just built a Holy Crystal. So even more, Twisted Minds' damage output is going to reach a milestone here at the 11-minute mark. And AP BREN have to clean up these lanes.
Yeah, although for AP BREN, I think their lineup will be able to manage the waves a bit more compared to if Twisted Minds were on the defense. I mean, they have the range in them, they have the damage too to be able to clear out the waves. And it seems like they'll be shoving up the bottom lane too to minimize the damage that Twisted Minds could deal, but still, that's all the outer turrets almost taken out by Twisted Minds.
Yeah, Twisted Minds now, with them taking control of the map, although the towers are still quite even. However, they can place themselves in more forward positions, and now they're threatening the purple buff of James Banks. Yet again, they're going to go for an invade.
Okay, James here. Curse of the Crow will not connect just yet, but that's MP the King making his entry, and he will steal away the purple buff from James Banks.
And he forced the man with a million moves to pull out that one move, the Retribution, and wasted it. He out-retried James Banks.
Yeah, and at this point, I don't think we're seeing jitters or the lack of experience from
Not
AP
at
BREN. This
all.
is just Twisted Minds playing better. Straight up playing better, understanding and accepting that, you know what, we built a lineup for ourselves that will find us power spike around 7, 9, 10 minutes later in the game. We'll play around that idea, and they're playing around it very well. It's already up to a winter crown for the Alice, fully built for MP the King after being down 2 levels at around 5 minutes in.
The King is asserting himself. Anywhere you see a blood flow that is colored teal, you think twice about your entry. Yesterday it was reinforced by an Angela. Now all he has is but a Bloom. So they have to kind of, you know, literally find a way to keep guiding MP the King towards the right team fights, but they're doing one hell of a job so far here. Up by about 500 gold, 13 minutes in.
Whoa.
Quick reminder, the last time we saw Twisted Minds with this kind of a win, this kind of a position, the only way it was turned around was their opponents baiting them into a losing situation.
Yeah. From AP BREN's lineup, I think they'd want to fight together. It's very unlikely that there will be an isolated member you could go after, similar to what happened yesterday, but let's see.
Kekadot!
Oh no, they're going for Kekadot once again. How is he immediately getting bursted down like that by Twisted Minds? But Shizu already dealing out the damage as well. There will be some sort of a retreat from Twisted Minds for now.
Okay, this actually looks quite good for AP BREN. Unleash to the Beast was not used yet, and the Feathered Airstrike should be coming back in the next 50 to 20 or so seconds. I think they should be able to hold out, but Twisted Minds, they're deciding to blitz this. That's the right call by Twisted.
Kekadot still has his Revitalize, so they might be able to pick this fight. All members of AP BREN in here. MP the King sandwiching there!
Oh, but there will be able to run away and uses the Unleash the Beast moment as a 3-man stun coming in from MP the King, and the Bloom as well from Escalera to help them sustain everything. Kekadot running away, MP the King trapped behind, but he still will go for the engage and the Winter Crown right under the turret. They're not letting this go, and Bloodhound out after they take out 2 members from AP BREN.
The King is untouchable.
The Alice is on, and Twisted Minds are on the way to potentially securing game number 1, as they will secure this Lord. It might not be an easy siege, but they've shown it will be a siege that they are willing to fight heavily under. Hopefully they don't mess it up like yesterday, though, because that's what costed them. Yeah.
Folks, real quick, a recap. Yesterday, it was in the hands of Super Yoshi's Badang, a smart Omega, that in this very same situation, Twisted Minds had a clear grasp on the game, and it suddenly got turned around by them reallocating their priorities to but one lone hero. Here, it looks like Twisted Minds learned their lesson. They have their eyes on the prize, AP BREN's base, Lord marching up top, and they're working to sink these waves.
Things happen so fast. Even right after that, Escalera immediately has his Bloom again, his ultimate. With that fleeting time, he has too. So it seems like they'll be just constantly ready and equipped to engage in every single team fight after they've been able to regroup.
Twisted Minds now marching through mid, taking down that tier 2, and this is a slow roll. They're waiting for the wave. Down bottom, in mid, up top, 3K up.
Played as well. Concentrated energy. Seeing a lot of shields going to come out of that Harith as he dances.
Okay, slowing them down with that glorious pathway, but they still go for Kekadot right under the turret, and they take down the inhibitor turret too. Kekadot is nowhere to be found. MP the King looking for Shizu, and looking at James, he's just diving right in.
Got
the
him.
Lord is still up, Shizu is down as well, and James defend.
Base is still standing, but they do lose their top lane and bottom lane inhibitors. The siege continues. Twisted Minds relentless.
Okay, Haji's low, but there's the bloom. So it seems like they still want to go for this. That's a blinker coming in from James as well. James will not make it out alive. Two-man stun once again from MP the King, and right before anything happens, Twisted Minds put an end to game one.
The Minds with a dominant victory after taking the game by the reins mid-game, finishing it with conviction.
I liked what we saw from Twisted Minds there. Before that, I like what we saw from AP BREN. They went with textbook, traditional, what we understand as the meta today. Twisted Minds living up to their name and living up to the